All right, I'm back. Can you hear me? Are you here? I don't think I can hear any pops. It's hard to tell. I'll keep the monitoring on though. And then hopefully we should still be good. Epic, hello. How are you doing today? You missed the cracking poppy noise. I'm sorry. There's a chance it'll come back. All right. YouTube complete. Oh, well, apparently that was fast enough that Twitch decided ad break is coming. Let's go ahead and snooze that for 5 minutes. And I need to reset the window I have for YouTube chat. Sounds much better. Excellent. I I reboot this computer every night. And so I'm not sure software, man. I'm not sure what I can do about that more than just like, hey, we did a reboot. We install the updates when they come in. All right. I'm watching the new version of YouTube. Who would ever develop software? I know. Who would develop software? Who would decide to do something like that? Okay. What were we doing? What were we working on? So, yeah, not their fault. It's all of our faults. Everyone's fault, or it's nobody's fault. I don't know. It is a reminder. Software is so freaking hard because there's so many different things that need to like work together, and that is shockingly complex. Okay, so we have an asteroid here, and then I want to have the asteroids move around too, right? Which is apply a velocity. So if I take that, so if we just copy you and we add in U2, now the asteroid should be moving. Yeah, getting audio working consistently everywhere is hard when the OS leg shoots you. Yeah, it's just, well, that's one of the reasons why like everything is just hard, right? Software is hard. Okay, I have asteroids. Unenter just runs once. Oh, okay. So I spawn the asteroids because this is on enter. So then I want to schedule. So I want to do this again. So add systems on. This wouldn't be update anymore. This would just be update now, right? Schedule update. Okay, we already have an update, don't we? So now it's this one here. Oh no, your phone will restart the stream? I'm sorry about that. Again, software is hard. Had to force kill Twitch. There we are with software killing things again. We devs love to murder stuff. All right, I'm gonna stop monitoring. Let me know if things go bad again, and I'll put the headphones back on. Okay, so You used to do low-level audio programming. What you heard is something I've heard many, many times. Okay. So it's low-level audio stuff. Oh, that sucks. It's usually out of sync with the buffer placement ever so slightly. Oh, I wonder if there's something I could do with like increasing the buffer. But it also might be because I have like low latency on everything set up. For some reason, these morons keep making hardware that only has 2 buffers. I don't know anything about hardware, like especially around audio type stuff. So I will agree with you because I don't. You're the expert in my opinion, right now at least. Okay. Now I'm all like, what am I doing? What's going on? I don't remember anything. I don't know who I am anymore. Your thing has more than 2, probably 16 or some usable limits since for real-time low latency use. Check the state of the update systems. Okay. This update is in. Okay, so that's in run of this. Oh, right, and I can do multiple of these in set things, right? So inset screens. So if I want to do the velocity here, right? So I put the velocity here. And now, when we run this, the asteroid should be moving around. No. Not really. My OBS isn't running on a Mac, right? Correct, yeah. Oh, and ads did start, yes. Okay, a lot of software still doesn't know how to use hardware right, including OBS. Your OBS isn't running on your Mac right because Mac has famously bad audio programmings. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, so I'm running OBS on a Windows system because I have noticed on both Linux and Mac, OBS just is, we have more problems, generally speaking. So I use the Windows system for running OBS. I screen capture the entire Mac over there, and things tend to work a little bit better. We still run into this type of stuff every once in a while, which is fun and not great. You have 2 states. The top systems are on enter starting, but which states do the update systems require? Well, so if I just want to apply the velocity, like it's already drawing out. So if I apply the velocity, don't the asteroids already have a velocity? It's like, oh, do I need to update the world size? Well, this is, oh, wait, is this for all of them? This is for all of the updates, isn't it? It's not just for these ones. Okay. I thought maybe it was for, no, it is for these ones. So the inset screens. Do I want to run you no matter what? Oh, ads are finally over. Thank you. Okay, so if I take you, and we add you like that. Okay, so run if we're in the state game plane, and then in state plane state plane, which I think is what we have, right? Oh, we're technically in get ready, aren't we? So hold on. I don't actually need the add then, do we? This is starting. Oh, OBS has a third-party Wasapi plugin that would probably fix the issues. Okay, let me add that into my thing to look into. So install Wasapi plugin for OBS on a Windows. I have a trouble finding good plugins, like trustworthy plugins for OBS, because I don't think OBS has like an official plugin system, right? You have to just go find files and then just install them into the right directories, which is very old style. Okay, so I do that. Now if we run you, now it should run. It doesn't run that thing. Okay, so I was trying to say, okay, run this system, apply velocity in the set. Oh, I need not just apply velocity, I also need update positions, don't I? That's my problem. Haha. Okay. Was that what you're trying to tell me? Is that I don't actually, I haven't chosen all the systems I really need. Because if so, that's just that is on me. Okay. Not remembering which systems we have. Okay. Update positions like that. That's good. And then, okay, so now if we run you, there we go. I can't move the ship, which is perfectly fine. So we have we have an asteroid that's sort of flying around. Great. I also don't have wraparound entities, so we'd want wraparound entities as well. I probably want to update the world size. Okay, so if I just do those, I think so. I don't know if I'm using sets for real or not. Musicians that live stream playing their music as in actual instruments or singing need stuff like Wasapi to do live monitoring directly from OBS and keep the latency and shittiness low. Also, people do a lot of VTuber or other similar fuckery. Use it. But yeah, most likely you won't ever need the plugin. What you saw probably won't occur again for a long time. Okay, that's good to know. I can't move the ship, which is perfectly fine. I try to use that as an excuse for keeping the old dead vehicle. My wife didn't buy it. Well, if she didn't buy it, then you still own it, right? I'll I'll let myself out for that one. The docs say you configure when sets run separately. I guess I just do run if in state. Or I have to have something to say like what set I'm in. Because right now, yeah, okay. So I guess there is no purpose to these sets. I just remove those. And we remove the inset for that. We remove the inset for this. Because then we just have the run if. And we just do that entire thing. So that'll be fine. And we're good to go here. Interesting that okay, do I have another system to prevent the thing from going over the ship? That was weird. Do I want to update the world positions, like update the world size. Yeah, so like what if I take this? I update you, and then I do this comes after the camera. That comes after the player. So if I just do that once, and then asteroids after world size, oh, this can be a set. Okay. Do that. And then the player. And then asteroid systems after update world size. Like that. Okay. Wait. Why are you happy? Why are you upset? Huh. That doesn't do. Okay. I thought that would just work the way I wanted it to. Is a set not a tuple like that? Is that there an actual thing I need to do? Oh, right. Chain. What did I do before? No, chain just worked. I mean, after then. Oh, there's two. Okay, so I just do two afters. I can't like throw things together. Okay, that's too bad. So I basically say, okay, update the world size after the camera is in there. Okay, so we do that. And then I do another after. Okay, so we did add camera, and then we'll do an add player. Like that, okay. And then that goes after update world size. Okay, so oh, not happy. Asteroid system spawn asteroids. Okay. So what I'm thinking is that we just update spawn asteroids to not really care. So like if it can find the ship position, that's great. Is there a try single? There is no. Yeah, because like when I go in single, it gets it, but it panics if the number of query items is not exactly 1. I can do many. This method panics if there is a query mismatch or a non-existing. Okay, non-existing is the problem here. So instead of single, let's grab out. Let's see, what do I want to do for this? So I want to get the ship query. I can get the iterator and get the first one. Okay, so let's get an iter. Oh, I can't get first. Ooh, wait. Even if I get an iterator like that, that doesn't let me. Oh, I just get next. Next gives me the first one. That gives me an option. Okay, so that's a maybe ship position. And so we will do a unwrap or default for a position, which means that our position needs a default. Can I do that? I bet a default position is going to be default is not implemented for components position. I just added defaults for position. Come on. Oh, wait, reference? If it needs the ship to spawn them, then how does this help? What I was thinking about doing is having it spawn a bunch of asteroids for the starting soon, like the get ready, the landing page, whatever we want to call that, the start screen, the loading screen. And then when we start again, it reloads based upon the number of asteroids we want to load in. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like if there's a ship, because like all this is really trying to do is just not spawn on top of the ship, right? So it's just saying like, hey, if there is a ship, don't spawn on top of the ship. Otherwise, we're gonna spawn anywhere we want. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. So I'm kind of wanting to grab a position. I'm kind of surprised that it won't give me a reference. I guess, oh, it's a reference to a position. Clone before the unwrap. Oh, I can clone here. Oh, okay. Wait, no. The trait bound reference to position still doesn't work. Okay. Oh, cloned. Right. I keep on forgetting about cloned. Okay, so that gives me a position. That's good. I don't need to deref you twice now, which is nice. So if I do that, now this won't care if the ship doesn't exist, which means I don't need to do this after the add player. I just need to do it after the camera's added. And I don't need or care about you. Wraparound entities. Oh, we don't do that. This spawns the asteroids. Then okay, so then that should still work. That's always starting in the center. Shouldn't spawn asteroids. Isn't that like randomly choosing a location? Why is that? I have apply velocity and update positions. We have update world size. I think I have something weird with my spawn asteroids. Like, okay, let position equals this, and I'm trying to do it as a, okay, this needs to be after world size then. Oh, because the world size is 0. Or something weird like that. Okay, so you need to be after world size. Okay, how about you? Are you happy? No, you're very unhappy. Okay, crash. Okay, so a counter to panicked in spawn asteroids. But you didn't give me a line number or anything else. It's just encounter to panic. Haven't I like reduced the panics that can happen here? It's like, okay, that unwraps our default. I'm not getting any other singles in here, right? Spawn asteroid isn't actually just doing one at a time, which is fine, right? Did it ever work before? Yeah, it was just working when I had it. It was working in the normal game mode. So yeah, it was working in the normal game mode when I wasn't doing the other things. Because it was always like happening around us and like coming around the ship. I guess one thing we can do is we can just say, hey, give me a debug of the position. I'm kind of curious as to what we're seeing here. Oh, it crashed. Wait a second. Cannot sample empty range. Was that there before? Oh, so RNG was world size is empty. Hold on. Okay, so if we take a look at world size, you're just 0, right? Yeah, you're just 0. Oh. Huh. Okay, so we add a player, we add a camera, and then update world size happens after we hit the camera, and the world size is set at 1920 by 1080. You know, I kind of wonder if I don't update you afterwards. So if I don't update the world size at all, if we just do this, I wonder if that would work. That was still in the center though. So the world size is now that. Oh, but I don't know what the camera really is. Yeah, it's always the center. And then an update here, we are updating the positions. The camera doesn't need to be updated, right? I wasn't doing that before, I don't think. See, we have apply velocity, update positions, wrap around entities, update the world size. Yeah, we don't really have much in here. Now, when I spawn the asteroids, they're all spawning in with a position of something random. Which is fine. I'm then trying to detect. Okay, so distance to ship. If that's less than 0.2, but the ship is 0, so that should be fine. Spawn the asteroid. Okay, here. If I say I want 5 asteroids, let's say. Are they all going to be on top of each other? They are. Okay. What if I don't update the world size at all? Sure, that's fine. Let's find out. Oh, okay. That works. Kind of. I assume they spawn randomly and get squashed together when the world size collapses to 0. Why is the world size 0 though? I don't do anything to like set the camera. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set the camera to be the same size as this thing. Okay, so in add camera. Oh. Oh yeah. So update world size where I'm setting the world size to this. I wonder if I want to do the other thing. It's like I'm doing scaling mode. I'm assuming something is happening where state transitions don't have logical viewport. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Except I'm doing this in update. I'm not doing this in state transition. I was doing that in here. Did I remove the update world size? I did. Because like when I just do it in update here, the same problem happens where I just do systems, camera systems. This causes the problem to come back. So now I'm doing, okay, so I'm doing scaling mode, window size 1.0. Can I do size? Can I say like camera? I want to set the size of the camera. I don't think that's projection. Does the update run before the state transition? Maybe. Maybe it does. I bet it does. And I'm not really sure what to do about that. The better way to handle this would be for me to set the camera here. Let's see, with ID, render graph, projection. There's the transform. Start on a different state and transition to it at the start. What would be the correct thing to do, though? I think the correct thing to do would be just set the camera to be, like, maybe we get rid of the scaling mode thing. Oh, ad break. Already another ad break? Naman, hello. How are you doing today? Is there something like with... No. New with far. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, the correct thing would be have fixed game area, which I think what I can just do here. So if I create a default camera, and then I want a fixed. Manually specify the pressure, fixed vertical, fixed horizontal. Okay. The camera projection is responsible for mapping the coordinate system to the viewport, commonly the screen window. It is what configures the coordinate space as well as any scaling and stretching of the image. Okay. We have a 2D camera, so it's always orthographic. I mean, that's fine too. Use auto min. Is that recommended in here? Where's auto min on it? Camera provides methods to help with coordinate conversion. Okay, so cursor to world. In scaling mode. Okay, so scaling mode, auto min. Keeping the aspect ratio while the axis can't be smaller than the given minimum. Arguments in world units, but that's not helpful to me. Because, like, that's still just a number, right? Oh, min width and min height. Okay, there we go. So, min width, min height. Hey, come here. So if we just do something like 1920 by 1080, if we do that, I don't need to update the world size anymore. Is this what you had? Let me go find that. Yeah, okay. So you have your world width, world height, and then you're doing scaling. Okay, so auto mint that. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, so if I set you, now let's say we don't have update world size because it's now all set. So now anywhere we have this dealt with, let's just deal with you now. We have some errors. Okay, so update world size, we get away, we remove there. Yeah. Okay, so you don't care about those. We'll deal with you later. Oh, then you add borders. Oh, interesting. Oh, also, ads have been done for a while. Let's try running this and see what it feels like. Okay, much better. They sort of like appear everywhere. All right, I think I'm okay with this. These are 1920 by 1080. And scale the window. Do I want to scale the window? Like it felt pretty fine. What would I want to scale it to? Oh, you mean resize the window? Okay, hold on. Yeah, it just makes things bigger or really small, but it sort of handles all those things. Now, when you go down across, okay, that part still works. All right. I'm happy about that. The point was that without borders, you can't see the top bottom edge when it was narrow. Oh, okay. I see. There's no way to tell the camera to add borders, right? I would have to. Can I do that? Can I add something to the camera itself? Because I can spawn the camera, main camera, a stroke maybe. Because if I do stroke, nope. It was stroke new, right? Stroke new color. Let's do we can do white. Antique white. Line width, let's do 5. And I think because of that plugin, this will just work and do exactly what we expect it to. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. No, that did not do what I expected to. I was kind of hoping that would just work. Oh, it probably expects a shape with that. Okay, how do you draw borders around the camera? Can I also just tell the window I can't resize it? Like that's something I can do, right? Nothing there. So in library, is there something about like window or something? Your idea would probably work with a few more components. I just drew some lines. Oh, so you had just added a system that draws a square outside of where the camera is. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if I could do that as creating like a square. Nope. Camera systems. Yeah, because like I wonder if I can say, all right, spawn camera, main camera, and then also has. All right, so let's do a our outline shapes rectangle extents origin. Huh? Is there like a new? Not really. Oh, I was really hoping that there would be like a rectangle that's really easy to create with like just X, Y, and width and height. I guess that I wonder if that's the extents stuff. So okay, so extents is a vec2. So let's be a vec2 new. So this would be our width and a height, right? So our width is and then origin. And then I want you probably at the center. What was it? It was um there's some bundle thing that I could create. Forget what that looked like. Oh wait, I can just create that as oh, that's what it was. Shape bundle. Shape bundle. So shape bundle. And we have our path, right? So our path is going to be the outline into. Oh, build geometry build as. Oh, shape. Oh, right. Shape bundle. Path is geometry builder build as a reference to outline. Everything else was default. Default. And then we add in the stroke. No, it's stroke new. Stroke new. We do color, antique white, line width, we'll do 5 dot. Okay, so if I do that, you're really unhappy. Why are you unhappy? Oh, bundle. There you go. Okay, so you're more happy. Now if I run you, error. Okay. Duplicate components. Oh, because there's a transform on the camera now. Okay, so I can't actually do this. I can't actually create a shape bundle for the camera. Because the camera has its own transform. Okay. I have to make it separate. So I'd have to do, okay, command spawn, and then I can just do commands spawn. It's not the appropriate way to do things. Just delete you, throw you in here. Because like this thing is doing 2 different ones. I probably should do 2 systems to create these. And if I run that, there we go. Now we have a white outline border around the entire game mode. And I can update and see what the game looks like. Okay. Okay, so that works. And then what I probably want to do is create a new system for this. So we'll do a pub function, add camera border. I just want the outline like you. I want your spawn. I probably want to do the pub const. So pub const, so I guess we'll do world width F32. Okay, so you become world width. You become world height. Is world width. World height. Okay. So that's great. Then we're going to come back into the main library and we're going to add in a camera. Okay, so what I think that we want is on startup. So not even on enter this. What I think that I want is an add systems. So add systems on startup. I want, we do it, no, then it's just this. So we do systems, okay, add the camera. Because like we always have the camera, right? And then I also have systems, camera systems, add camera border. So if I do this, then we always have the camera, we always have the border, and then when we're starting, we add a player. Like, heck, let's not even have a player. Let's just have the asteroids come in. And so now we have, okay, just basically we can have like a little bit of UI to go like Asteroids game, start soon. We don't have the player sort of like showing up here as if we can play them. And we could also, we're going to want a resource. So go back here. Under resources, I'm going to want, I want a number of asteroids. So like asteroid count, which is going to be this can be a U8 because we're never going to go above a U8. I don't think you'll ever survive that. So game over if you make it to 255 levels. So we will derive resource and debug. Kuvi man, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today and how's your stream? And welcome, Raiders. Glad to have you here. How are you all doing too? We are currently working on building an Asteroids clone in Bevy. We have the main sort of like base of the game working, and we're currently working on getting screens set up. So like a start, like the first starting screen, the game over screen, things like that. We made some good progress on Linksider, the puzzle game. Nice. Excellent. Uh-oh. All right. No. You get a ban. All right. Well, anyways, Kuvi man, that sounds excellent. Glad you made some good progress on that. I know it's like, okay, they didn't come with the. It would have been funny if that was like first time chat from Raider. It was like, okay, they waited in your chat until they came in to do that, but oh no. It was only one bot this time. We've had the multiple bots work thing happen before, and I've had to go into follow mode for that. But luckily, we didn't get that today. Anyways, welcome everybody. We I've just made it so that we can have a few asteroids flying around. I'm thinking that I want an asteroid count though, to like maybe set this. Like we start with 5 or 10 or 50, like I don't know, just sort of like flying around at the beginning of the screen. But when we start at level 1, we're going to do the thing. You see another one on stream? I don't see anybody else in chat, do I? Oh, you mean Yeah, we started today's stream with me having very robot voice and clearly showing the bot side of me. And, you know, might there be a reflection from our monitors? I mean, are any of us, really human? Are any of us really robots? What is a bot? If not, what is a human if not just a fleshy robot? Something like that, right? Okay, so I want to set an asteroid count. So when we start this, okay, we're going to insert resource, sap dot insert resource. We're going to have an asteroid count. And let's start with like something really nice, like 50 of them, because they look really cool flying around. Why are you upset? Oh, because it's not floating points. Okay, so we have 50, which is great. Now, in the asteroid systems, when I create the asteroids, I want to get this resource. So this is going to be asteroid. This is going to be just the desired asteroids, right? So let's do asteroid count is going to be a resource for asteroid count. Okay, desired asteroids is now going to be, I think it's just a double destructured asteroid count, right? That gives me that. Except, cannot be dereferenced because I need to add in deref and deref mute in here. And then that now allows me to deref that out. And so now I can see, okay, the desired asteroids, asteroid count. I don't even need this though, because we just have that, right? So if I can update this to desired asteroids. We have our created asteroids. We loop through. Created asteroids. Okay, so if created asteroids is greater than or equal to the dereferenced desired asteroids, break out of that. So we're going to, now we can create as many as we want. Okay, so if I now start you, we should now have 50 asteroids on the screen. I am noticing that they're all starting near the edges. Now, previously, they were all starting near the center. I kind of want them just randomly throughout. Why are you... Okay, that was better. A little bit more random throughout. Oh, because my distance to... Okay, so I have this thing where I'm trying not to collide with the ship if the ship is already there. And so I have our ship position, but I'm now wondering, what if I just don't... What if I get the next? So it's an option with a position in it. We create the position of the asteroids. I now want the distance to ship. I only care about this, though, if there is a position. So if let's ship position. Okay, so if let's sum that, then go ahead and do this to continue the loop or not. Otherwise, we don't care, right? We don't care at all. Just go ahead and spawn them. anywhere. We don't, just wherever you want to put them. Okay, so then if I rerun this again, now we should have asteroids everywhere. That's not everywhere. Okay, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to do negative world size X. So world size is 1920 by 1080. So it's trying to go from negative 1920. Oh, but it's half. Oh, okay. So I need like halved negative size. Because I get this in vec2. Can I also just shadow the vec2 or something where I just say world size? Is there a halved? There is not a halved. Okay. Yeah, I think they're spanning outside because this is all the camera and everything else starts at the center, so it's not 1920 to the left of me. It's really half of to the left of me. So I could, we could either do that logic here. Oh, ad break. I could do this logic here. Or it might be better to just do the logic here. Let's just do like width equals. Okay, so I get the width and height, and so now this will be from. How do I want to do this? Okay, so for you, I guess we'll just restart you. So from negative width to width. And it might be better to do half. So if I select width here and we just change to half width. And you come half height. Now go negative half height to half height. Okay. So then it should be everywhere. Everywhere fairly evenly. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. And so eventually when we have a ship in there, they won't spawn over the ship, which will be nice. Now 50 is a little bit too many, but in our main library, we can update that. So instead of 50, we can now say, I want like 15. So something for you to, be, look forward to when you're playing. Okay, so this is the beginning of a starting soon screen. I also need to actually put the text on the screen to like, hey, welcome to Asteroids or Asteroids or something like that. And then we'll do the thing. So that would be in the main library. Now it's UI time. Now, okay, so they have a Bevy UI framework. No, you don't get to do that. Not while I'm streaming. Wait a second. What? Okay. UI rendering? Are those shapes, images, or points? They are not really either. Here, let me show you what they look like. So in asteroid systems, in spawn asteroid itself. So I basically, for spawn asteroids, and then loop through and then run this one, spawn asteroid. And I create this shape, which also, why did I just go down? I create an asteroid shape with a scale, and so it is this. I create a single point in the center, and then I go around a circle, in this case, 25 different times. So 25 points around a circle, and then I draw lines sort of back with each other. So I create like basically a polyline from that with all the different points and tell it to be closed. So yes. Well, I guess they're not images. It's just a bunch of points that then I pass to polygon, so it turns it into a nice shape. Does that answer your question? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, if any of you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm glad to answer or step through any of these. 15 might still be a lot. Let's switch to 10. All right, so what did I want to do? I wanted to add the actual, okay, so we want like a UI system, which it's a system. And I guess like under systems, we have states like this. It's kind of like source systems UI. Okay. So we're going to have a pub function like draw title, like a title system. Okay, so I guess what are the UI elements that we're going to care about, at least right now? So we're going to have a title. Do I want like a title screen? Maybe this title screen. We're going to want a pub function plain screen. We have a start, like get ready screen. So get ready screen. Pub function, game over screen. And then pub function, oh right, we had our boss screen. So boss screen. Okay, and then I want to run the title screen in here. So add systems. Okay, so it's not startup like that. That's when we add the camera and the camera border. On enter, starting. Okay, so when we're in the starting here like this. No, because like that's on enter. Okay. What's the best way for us to do this? Like where do I want to put this? Wait. Okay, UI rendering, this is all? Okay, that's not helpful. For UI, Bevy follows the same convention as most other UI toolkits. The origin is the top left corner of the screen, which is completely different than everything else. So it's basically opposite. of the rest of their coordinate system. So basically the UI is going to ignore the camera. The cursor position, any of the windows, screen space coordinates follow the same conventions as UI. Okay, but I need to know how I do it. That looks like a that doesn't sound good. Don't click on that link. Hold on, let me ban that. I know, two one-off bots today. Maybe like that one may not have been a bot too. That might have been just like a manual. Okay, working with 2D, 3D, input handling, window management. Okay. Oh, cool. So the Bevy UI framework, this is the page. This is what we got documentation wise. Cool. That is very helpful. T-Kettle, no, I could have gotten free views. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now I have to go to Tainted Coders, Bevy UI. Okay, great. It would have been nice if they like had at least a, hey, we don't have anything in here. Bevy UI. Bevy's UI is built completely within its ECS system. We control UI elements by spawning entities with components just like the rest of our game. The entities representing our UI hold node components which define their layout. Also, thank you for this, Isitsu. If you want to learn UI, just look at their examples. I've had some problems with their examples so far. Let's see. And then there's third-party libraries. I don't think I need a third-party library because I need just like really simple stuff, right? I just want to display some text. Okay, so we can do as part of the game or as part of the UI. So we just want UI. So right, text bundle. I like that, Diablo. Oh, the Bev examples work well for you for this? Okay. We can take a look at them for the next one. Use text bundle. So we figure out what our text is. Oh, it's just text bundle from section, and then we just have to tell it where to go. And okay. I mean, that's not too bad. So we just spawn it in like that. So we're going to go to our UI here. So for our title, we're going to say let I guess like game name Asteroids. And then we're going to okay, command spawn. So do our commands. And we're going to spawn a text bundle. From section, and we have the value. The value is going to be our game name. So that's going to be the asteroids. And the other one's going to be a text style. Right? So text bundle from section. Okay, so text style. All right, so we're going to have our font. Right? Why aren't you giving me any help? That's not good sign. Okay, let's just follow what they have, 100. It's probably too large. And then default. Why are you upset at me? Okay, so hold on. This is the text bundle in here. Am I missing? Oh. Now we got expected, nothing. Right. Do that. Accept that. You don't know about text style. Yeah, import you. So I want. There we go. Do that. All right. Shandu, hello. How are you doing today? What language do I work in my day job? My day job, I work in web languages. So JavaScript, TypeScript, HTML, CSS, that kind of stuff. I also use, I guess like when I do programming for the job, that's like 99% of the time. A lot of also DevOpsy stuff with them. So Docker things, I'm using Pulumi for AWS management, stuff like that. Okay, and so now I can, set the alignment of the text. So I can do with text justifies. So that happens, right? Oh, I need to have that comma there. So hold on. So you are from the section there. You are the text bundle. So then I want to do with justify. Okay, so center the text. And then I can do with style. Oh, to tell it where to go. So I can do with style. Now, is there like a position? What else can I do on here? Background color. Yeah, okay, so I think I need to do style. Let's see. Okay, so with style, so we're going to do a style. And there's another one of these. We have this is a large amount. Wait, what's wrong? Semicolon. Did I? Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. All right, so we do a position type. Position type, absolute. Gotta love the absolute position types. We don't do that in web dev anymore, which is nice. Like everything just sort of feels good. Okay, wait. So I go from the bottom? I don't go from top? Oh yeah, I can go from top. The vertical position of the top edge of the node. The vertical position of the bottom edge of the node. Huh. Oh yeah, they're even linking literally to Mozilla's documents on this. Like they've absolutely just cloned that. Oh, they have flex and everything else. If they have flex, there are better ways to center this in web. My guess, they hand rewrote everything. And then they're just using CSS as a this is how it works. Okay, so how would I want to center this in a web? So generally speaking, you can center text pretty easily with just text align center, right? That centers it left and right. Oh, but the vertical text is text align middle. We can use Flexbox and do that, right? Oh, they use the Taffy crate, which re-implements Flex and some of Grid. Okay. So Taffy does it. All right. Thank you, my wrong shoe, for that. They have Grid too? Wow. There's so much good stuff in here. Wait. Do I have to set that it's Flex or does it just already work? Like, do I want to create a node and then text inside that node? Or is this just gonna work as it is? Okay, how about this? I'm not gonna do absolute. Let's not do that. In fact, let's just leave it as default and then see what we get. So with justify like that, I have an extra one here, right? Unnecessary parentheses because we're only just doing this one. That's fine. Okay, and then we're going to bring in title screen. Okay, so in add systems, in startup, starting, default is Flex, but I think you might need to put text inside of another Flex node for it to work right. Yeah, that's like the one negative of web dev is like there's just so many boxes and boxes and boxes. In HTML, that's pretty simple to create divs. So it's like, okay, well, whatever. I need 5 more boxes that I put stuff in, whatever, div. But for manually creating it like this, it's a little bit more of a pain. That's why I don't like web frameworks that make you create nodes through code. I would much rather do that through JSX or something similar to that. Okay, so where do I throw this? Is it just a normal system? It's just a normal system, right? So add systems. Okay, so on enter starting, I add this system. Do I need to remove it later? So it wouldn't be a startup system. It would be a starting system, right? When I do this, so now I add in systems, UI, title screen. Okay, not bad. All right, so we have asteroids from, actually, you know what? 100 size seems to be appropriate here. So if I want to center this, so first off, that justify, I'm trying to with text justify center did not work. And that's either because it doesn't know how wide it is. That's my only guess, right? It doesn't know how wide it is, so therefore it doesn't know how to justify it. Oh yeah, and that's why I need the width and height as part of style. Okay, so with text justify, with style, we'll do a height is val percent. Okay, val 100. And then we also set the width to this. Okay, at the end. And then I need the rest of them to be default. So if we run you again, now you should be centered left and right. Oh, no? Okay. Why not? What did I do wrong there? Okay, so flex to know the positioning of something left and right. Is it not justify text? Is that not what I want to do? Should I just do text? Is there a text align? There's Bevy. Wait, where was the other one from? Okay, text. There's no align there. There's no align there. There was. Describe the horizontal alignment of multiple lines of text relative to each other. Wait a second. Wait, so if I justify text right, you're still going to be on the left, aren't you? Now I set this to be percentage 100, but does it actually know the game width is 100, or is it just doing 100 of like whatever this is because I don't have anything that goes in it? Justify text has no effect on single line text entity. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, we can go take a look at the actual Bevy. See, Bevy engine. Go take a look at the examples. See if maybe they have something for us. UI. I just want an example of some plain, okay. Creating and updating text. Okay. I guess we'll go with that one. Okay, I should insert the text inside of a node bundle. Okay. Can I just align? Also, Siyash, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I guess I need to know what kind of align this takes. So it takes a justify text for with text justify. But okay, so you think that this needs to go inside of a node bundle. Oh, and the example, let's see. Okay, so where's the text? The text is down here. So we have a hello Bevy. So here's the hello Bevy. Text bundle from section hello Bevy text style. Font size. With text justify text center. Okay, they're doing just position absolute. Okay, well, I guess we'll just do position absolute because that's what they're suggesting. So that's what we'll do. That is the official way to do it. You hear it here first. or last or something. Okay, so we justify center with style. You don't even have a width and a height. You just have a position type. Position. Okay, come on, stop. I have the cable for my headphones I put down, and it's literally moving my hand when I'm trying to do the arrow. Position type. There we go. Okay, position type is a position type absolute. And then they suggest apparently bottom and right, but I could also do top and left. I don't think it's really going to matter, right? So if I do top, val, okay, so what if I do, ooh, okay, what do I want to do for here? We could do 50, like 50% view height, so half of the window height too. That works as well. So if I do something like 50, and then left is going to be Bevy UI val view width 50. Oh. Bevy is for Rust only? Yes, it is. It is definitely for Rust only. Oh, make sure you link to the latest instead of the main branch. Oh, for those examples? Interesting. These examples are from the main website though. They should be the ones that we're using, because we are using whatever is the latest deployed. So that should be fine. Okay, so if I do that, oh, because it's centered, if the center is what I'm looking at. No, okay, so the left-hand side is 50% there, and then the top is 50 down. So I need to figure out what the height of it is, and the font size is 100. I don't actually know if that's like 50 or something. I wonder if I could do, okay, so we're closer. I'm moving it a little bit too far down and to the right. And we could figure that out. So let's see. This is still like that. I'm kind of sad that their example for like the text isn't using something like, okay, move it to the right, like display right or something else. It's just using position absolute, which is sad. Now, if I justify, let's see. Yeah, BevyEngine.org is fine just when looking at examples in GitHub. Oh yeah, that's very true. Because they probably do keep those update with whatever the latest build is for nightly. Okay, so top, this one might be, okay, so 50% minus, okay, so if I don't do exact values, if we have, wait, is there an alignment in here? Is there like a text align? I have a display over direction. Okay, so I have align items and okay, so I can justify items in here. So maybe justify items like this. Justify items center. Yeah, so after each one we're gonna test it out. Okay, so that didn't do anything. Let's say in the top left. So we had justify instead of items it would be content, right? Justify content, and then of course your justify content center. Okay, so not that. There's align items too, yeah. Oh, and there's also justify self. Hold on. Let's try justify self. Expected justify self instead of justify content. Okay, justify self center. There we go. Okay, that center left and right. Good. And so now can I do an align self? There we go. We got centered. Okay. I kind of wish that the examples had something like this in there. That'd be so much nicer. All right, so that works out pretty well. We have asteroids, and then right underneath it, I would love to have press a button to start or something like that. Now, for the title games, we have the game name Asteroids, and then we have maybe start, like yeah, like start. And that would be press, let's say space to start. Now, okay, so we have a text bundle, and so I need to create a node, don't I? So where does text bundle come from? That comes from node bundles. So I probably want to do something like node bundles, node bundle. So I could do the two text bundles sort of grouped together, right? So node bundle, that is that. Describe the logical. How do I have how do I add the children in? How do I It's okay, I have a node bundle with that's just a single node, right? Okay, logical. Is there a width? No, there's no width. I've done parent children before. Wait, in nodes? Is it going to be the same as everything else? Do the examples have parent children? Text with multiple sections. Oh, they have text bundle from sections. Okay, interesting. So I probably want a node bundle from sections, something like that. So we node bundle. No, not from. Okay. I guess like because I only have text, would I want text bundle from sections then instead of from section? Because it is just text that I'm doing and not anything else. So from sections, and then you become. Okay, from sections, you become an array of, text section new. Okay, so then we're going to have an array, text section new, and then you go into there. And then that goes off of the text bundle, I think. No. You're a little bit unhappy. So I don't do wait, maybe I do. Text section new. Okay, what expected one argument found two. I have one argument going to text what is it? Which one is it yelling me on? Is it text spawn, text sections new maybe? No, text sections new should be two different things. Okay, so it's not that. Oh, wait. No, that wasn't it. Okay, so spawn from sections. One thing. Okay, that's off of the from sections, off of the from sections. That ends. You're okay, you end there. Okay, that is from the sections. Okay, so I could just throw you on here though. That didn't like you either. Expected one argument, found two, but which thing is expecting? Okay, hold on. Let's do the real compiler. Method not found. Okay, so now okay, so we put that back there. Now let's wait. What? Okay, so it turns out that was just Rust Analyzer going crazy and yelling at me about nothing wrong. Cool. Love it when the tools work properly. All right, let's continue on. So now that I have this text section, and then the entire thing is going to be justified centered. So that means if I have multiple things, they'll be centered together, which I think is what we want to do. So we want to add in another text section here. So we're going to do text section new. And this is going to be start. And then we're also going to have the text style. Font. Okay, so we're going to use default fonts. Font size. This can be a little bit smaller. So you can do something like 75 dot. And then everything else It's going to be default. Okay, so if we run U again, right. I forgot. We are we are not in Webland, where I guess a text section is like a span, right? So I could cheat and just put a new line in here. I think that would work. That absolutely does work. It's not what I would recommend in a normal website. Do like really small comparatively? Yeah. Okay. So Asteroids, press space to start. Okay, I like it. I can probably make it a display block. I wonder if I could do that. That would potentially work too. But the new line just sort of works with it, and I'll just like, whatever. It's good enough for this. So we have our starting screen, which is great. So the idea is that then when we press space, which doesn't do anything right now, I want to transition it to the beginning of the game, which we're going to remove all of the asteroids, and we're going to restart with all that stuff. So where do I want to go from that? Okay, so I guess press start. We need to listen to the press start event happening. And now we have some, do I have some input systems? I don't remember if I do or not. We have, we have shared systems. It's like update position, wraparound entities. That doesn't seem to be any of those. I feel like I'm gonna want like an input system, don't I? And it will send an event when the space key is pressed. Is it that, or do I want to really just do a transform away from it when the space key is pressed? Like maybe I just want a system that only runs on the start. I'm not sure which one I want. Let's see. It's maybe I should, because space fires the gun. I probably don't want that because it might like, I might also skip different ones too. I think we just want, no, space should be fine because we're gonna jump into the getting started, like getting ready, like ready, start soon or something like that. Have I looked at states? Yeah, we have a few different states right now. So this is what we have right now. So like we start with starting, and we start with getting ready. Get ready. And so when we're on the starting soon screen, I want to, we press space and then we move, that transition us into plane, the plane state, but then we're in a plane state and getting ready state. And then we do a countdown, like 3, 2, 1, and then that transitions us into plane state plane, which is good to go, right? So the question becomes, how do I organize? Because like it's just another system, right? It's a system for transition state with like space. Because I would assume that when we're in game over, I want the same one, right? Like play the game again. I probably shouldn't use space. We should probably use return or something. Like press return to start, press return to end, because we won't use that key for anything else. So that makes sense. So if I have like a transition state system, we run this an update on starting, and then that would be what transitions us over. Okay. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's what we're going to try to do. So I want it's kind of a shared system because it can be used by both things. So I guess we'll go into shared. So we'll have a pub function. This is going to be transition states. I'm not really sure the best name for this. Okay, and so I want to throw that into the main library here. So not on startup, not on enter, on update for when we're starting, we're going to have systems shared transition states, like that. All right, so what do I care about? I need the inputs, right? Which I think I'd do that on the ship systems. Yeah, input. Okay, so I just get keyboard input, which is a resource button input key code. Okay, so I want you. Like that. Okay, so how did I use that again? If keyboard import dot, okay, so if keyboard input dot, now we have pressed, returns true if the input has just been pressed. Clears the just pressed state of the input and returns true if the input has just been pressed. Oh, future calls to just pressed will return false until a new press. Oh, I like that. Okay, so if clear just pressed, key code, and in this case, I could do space. You need to do it. You need to press it again. Okay, so we could just do space on this one. All right, so if you're that, then what are you upset about? You need to be mutable. Okay. borrow. Is it res mute? It's res mute. Okay, so if I do that, I now need the state to change the state. So is that, okay, I'm going to do game state. Let's say, okay, I could do state like this. The current state can be accessed through this resource. To change the state, queue a transition in the next state resource. It'll be applied by the next apply state transition. Okay, so I need, okay, so I get the current state. Which is going to be state, game state. And then I also want next game state. It's going to be a next state. Game state. Okay, right? Yeah, you're happy with me. So then I want to, let's match the current game state. Okay, so for plain, that one's easy, right? We don't do anything at all. In fact, we can even, I don't want to clear this. Although transition states, I'm not even going to have run in here. So what I should really do is do unreachable. I don't want this to be reachable here. Right? What are you all upset about? Mismatch types found. State game state found enum game state. Is this returning something? I don't need you to. It's to do and unreachable. So expected state okay. That feels a little bit weird to me. All right, so I want a next game state set a planned state. Okay, so next game state is going to be a game state. All right, so from starting it goes to plain. And then next game state. And we're going to set game state to starting. Actually, from game over, we go. We could just go to starting. That works too. I don't understand this error. What are you yelling at me about? Found in enum game state. Okay, so it expected Bevy prelude state. I told this to auto. Okay, hold on. Fill the match arms. That's what it. Okay, no. Hold on. Are you drunk? LSP. No, okay, so found, okay, state, game state, found game state. So need to get on game state. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. There we go. That's what it is. Now you cannot mutate, immutable. Okay, so yeah, you become mutable like that. There we go. Okay, so this transition the state. So if I run this, transition states. So which we have you running this. What are you upset with? The method run if exists for tuple. Wait. What? Now what? Why are you upset? Transition states isn't happy. That's a fun error message. Transition states. Let's see. Run if in state starting. Okay, so if we're in the starting state, run. I don't, let's see. But this is, let's see, is that the same problem here? It is. Method cannot be called due to unsatisfied trait bounds. Oh, ad break started again. Okay. I'll be right back. I need to go use the restroom really quickly, so I will be back. All right, and the is it a resource? Oh, is that my problem? Did I forget to add in the appropriate resource? Maybe. So in shared systems, I'm attempting to get keyboard input. And then we have state, game state, and then state, next state, game state, which are the same things. Errors like that are typically from incorrect system parameters, wrap state and res. Or are those resources? Oh, okay. So just res. And then this would be a res mute, right? Right? Or would it be a res? Yeah, okay. And next state res mute. Okay, so if I do that, everything else stays the same. No errors. Perfect. Vampire, hello. How are you doing today? It's only Asteroids when it supports rotary controls. Like left and right, that kind of thing. Don't worry, we have left and right. You can only turn left and right very slowly. Okay, so if we do that, let's run this. No, turn a knob. I don't have that as a controller. So unfortunately that won't work. I'm trying to think. The only Asteroids arcade games that I ever played, it wasn't a knob that you turned. It was a little it was one of those joystick things that you just did left and right. That's what I had access to. So maybe it was like V2 or something that they stopped using that because they were expensive and they wanted to standardize on parts. Okay. So if I press space, it should go to a blank screen. It stops moving. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we transition the states to playing. You're deep into retro gaming? Yeah, I am as deep as, oh, look, there's a arcade cabinet. Let's play it. That's about as far as I got. Dan 6, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so I'm transitioning the state, but the UI is still here. So is there a way for me to clear the UI when the state gets transitioned? Or do I just draw a new UI and then that? Okay, so I guess like the question is, if I draw another UI, is it just going to draw on top of it, or is it going to clear it? I'm not really sure what I want to do for that. Let's see. Where are we? So we transition states. So now, if we have U, so let's imagine the next thing here, right? So we have U as states, and you're going to be a run. See, it's one of these things. Yeah, run if in state, game state, playing, and then in state, playing state is get ready. Okay, so next up, we're now in playing state and we're getting ready. And so what do I want to do for this? I think I want to, I guess there's a couple different things we want to do here, right? So the things that need to be done. This is not the right place to put them, but I'm just using it as notes here, right? So we need to set. Okay, so in get ready, we're not doing that. So in exiting and starting, all right, so there's actually a bunch of stuff. So okay, in exiting from starting, we're gonna let's see, we want to do something like this, right? We're gonna do app add systems on exit. Yeah, whenever it exits the state. Okay, so on exit, game state starting. Okay, so whenever we're exiting starting, we have some system. So probably just one system, right? Which is reset game, like reset, like new game or something like that. So shared systems, general systems. I mean, it's not really state systems. And I'll just go into shared because I don't know where else to put it. So if I do a pub function like reset game system, so we put in, nope, that's not it. Systems, reset game. Okay. So when we exit this, I guess like the one thing we're going to do right now is we're going to get the asteroid count. And then we're going to set this to 1. We're going to set it to be 1 because our level is 1. Okay, so asteroid count dot 0 equals 1. So we set you to be 1. There we go. I also want to recreate. Well, we have no player. Okay, so we set the asteroid count to 1, or to 1 because we're starting over again. And is that it? Like right now, that might be all we do when we reset the game. Then, okay, so if we're getting ready and playing, oh, we don't have anything in here, so but that's fine. Okay, so if we're getting ready, I do want to creating the player into the world would be nice, right? Would that be? Oh, that might be an on start on enter for this. So on game state, nope. It might be exiting that too, because like once we're exiting, starting, we're just going. So I want to also systems. I don't. Okay, so on exit this starting, it's just the things we're going to do one time, right? One time. So I'm going to systems, ship systems. We're going to add the player. Okay, so we add the player here. So you can see where you are. I'm not sure what we're doing in there yet. Oh, it's probably going to be the countdown of like starting soon. Danix, hello. How are you doing today? Danix and Dansix, your names are very similar. Are you the same person both in Twitch and YouTube? Okay, so if I run this, does the player get? Oh, the player does get created. Okay, so there we go. So this successfully reset. Okay, so we reset the asteroids to 1. We turned the player on and put the player there. Okay, So you just came over. Sorry about not saying hi earlier. I do. Sometimes I don't see the chats on YouTube quite as often. I want to clear the UI. How do I clear the UI? It's not going to be in Tainted Colors might have this. You don't have anything here for that. See, this is the cheat book. Clear color, but I don't think we're going to have like a UI clear. How do I like Rust? Did I try it before or just? Oh, I've been doing Rust for a long time now. I do like Rust. I like it a lot. I feel that it's especially like coming. Okay, so my history, I do a lot of web dev type work and like shell scripting and other types of stuff. So coming at from like the background of like shell scripting or like really basic scripts in like Python or full web development, it's super nice having the really strong type system, having a compiler that really tries to give you good error messages, and just like having a community that is still growing and still like being like pretty positive to each other. That's really nice. I like all those things together. And then we're getting to that point where there's generally something where like, hey, you want this to exist? Somebody probably already has made a crate for that. We're getting to that point, which is also really nice. So yeah, I like that a lot. Look at marker components in the cheat book. Okay, so wait. So I just remove it. I just remove it. That's all I do. Yeah, okay. Got it. Where's my So we're going to go into our components. We're going to create a new marker component, which we'll call it like UI. I think we'll call this UI. And we'll add this to systems UI. Okay, so spawn here. Add you. Okay. And then why are you upset? Oh, I put it in the wrong place. You go. Wait. No? Oh, because there's only one thing in here. Okay. I need a bundle. And then that. There we go. That makes it more happy. Okay, so I have the UI component as a marker, and then I want on reset. So in shared systems and reset, I probably want a reset system for this, like reset UI system, which is just going to find all the UI and then just delete it. Something like that. So we'll have you. We're gonna just grab UI of our query. Guess I could just be that. Our query is, we need a tuple for this. I'm gonna get, oh, actually, no, I don't need a tuple. We're just gonna do is give me the entity with UI. And we're going to get all of them. So for UI in query, I want to, commands. Okay, entity, UI, despawn, probably despawn recursive, everything, just despawn it all. I'm actually curious. Let's just do despawn. I want to see if like there's any elements left to it. So then restore on UI goes into on exit U, systems, shared systems, reset UI. Okay, so now if we run this, now the asteroids label should go away, right? Yeah, so that goes away. Excellent. What's next? To transition into the actual like getting ready to play, do I want something like get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or do I just want to like wait for a second? So you can just like, you have 1 second or 2 seconds to see what the state is, and then things go. So I want to, on update now, draw. Okay, so we have their ship. I want to now draw. Okay, I need to create the asteroids. So on exit on this, we're going to add systems. So now on enter, okay, so on enter plane, I want to spawn the asteroids, but not have a title screen. We just spawn the asteroids. So if I just do that, I need to delete all the asteroids too. That would kind of be a good idea. So in reset game, we have our asteroid count. And then I also want mute. I guess this would be asteroids, right? So mute asteroids query. I want a mutable reference to, actually it's just gonna be, I want entity with asteroid. Okay, so give me all the asteroids. And then we're also gonna do for asteroid in asteroids query. Then I need commands. Okay, so then we despawn all the asteroids. Okay, so we do that. Renato, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so that's great. We need to also update the position of the asteroid. Because apparently you're just starting in a center, which is not great. So in the main library, I spawn the asteroids, and then I need to No, kind of don't want to. Let's update your positions right away, and then I think that will like put it to where it's supposed to be. So let's try that. No, that did not put it in its appropriate spot. Why didn't you go to where you really are? I mean, I highly doubt it's actually at 0, 0. It's supposed to be okay. So it's a random number based upon the world size, and the world size is set, and everything else is set up correctly. What did I do this one? I did okay. So add camera border, spawn asteroids, title screen. I mean, I just did that. You would think, okay, so after, okay, so we exited, started, we entered plane, spawn asteroids. Oh, and I probably don't want to game state plane. This probably should be on enter. Because it's not plane every single time. It's something else. Oh, it's okay, so you're in Napoli, Italy. It's very hot. Oh yeah. It's I can imagine that. It's been getting hotter and hotter over there, right? That's what I was thinking. I don't think that the well, actually you're right. This might be ordering. So after spawn asteroids, I'm gonna have to figure this out because add systems on enter. Okay, I might want to update our states. So like it's starting already on get ready, and I think I want something like not playing. Right? So then if we start with not playing, or I just change it to a single state that has all these different things. That might make it a lot simpler. Okay, so on enter plane get ready. Okay, so when we switch to get ready, is it not possible to collect into a slice? Which things? Yeah, I think I want to go to a single state game. I think we only need that. So in states, let's get rid of plain state. Let's just say we have one state. So we have starting, we have get ready, we have plain, and we have game over. I mean, I think. Oh, and boss. We have boss. Those are the states that we have to worry about. For your own project or something like that. Is it not possible to collect into a slice? I have an iterator want to collect into a slice to prevent extra allocation. I actually don't know. I don't remember. I don't think that collect can do that. It needs to collect into something it owns, right? That's why you can collect like references into something else. Is idle a state? I don't have idle as a state necessarily. Okay, so when we move into get ready, so that's what, 2? Like that? Okay. Okay, so yeah, current starting, it's gonna be game state, get ready. We are gonna have a space. I don't, okay, but this won't work. So this should be unreachable as well. And then we have game state boss. This is to do. Wait, I don't know what to do with it. So we'll figure that out. Okay, so you're happy here. That's great. So now in the main library, when we enter game ready, we spawn the asteroids, we update the positions, and we do that. So now if we run this, cool. Where did you go? That's wait a second. Okay, so it enters that state. The asteroid got spawned theoretically, and it's gone. It's who knows where it is. Is it is it way out of bounds? Like, can I not find it? I have that minimum size things on, so now I can't like find it. Okay, so it's not. I don't see it like left or right by a huge amount. I might need the wraparound entities, but like it should work, right? Okay, so what if I don't update your positions at all? What if we just say, hey, spawn asteroids? Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're just gone. Cool. Nice. Love to see it. All right, so game state. Okay, so starting get ready. We spawn the asteroids. So really what I want to do is not on the game start. Okay, so I don't want to add the player here. I want to add the player here. So we reset the game, we reset the UI, we spawn the asteroids, and we add the player. So really, I want to do this now. So after add the player in. Now, I think that the player should now. Oh, the player doesn't appear either. What did I do? Wait, did I actually move to the right state? In the shared systems. Okay, so we do when I'm starting, oh, I just go straight to playing. I don't want to get ready. That's the problem. I'm going to the wrong state. Okay, so in get ready, I go to that. Okay. So let's try this again. Now that we have the correct state set up. There we go. We have our asteroid and we have our player. Now the asteroid's on top of the player, which is not great. What did we do last time? So I had like, okay, so on enter starting, spawn the asteroids title screen. I'm adding the, okay, so add the player, spawn the asteroids after add player finishes, which means I know where the player is, and the spawn asteroid should avoid being on top of the player. But for some reason, it's in exactly the center. What's going on with that? Now, I do have insert world size. We're using that. Okay, so in spawn asteroids, I gain world size from res world size, which is that resource, which has long been existing. And I'm getting the half width and half height. Now, I'm a little bit curious. Uh-oh. I hear Zilby meowing from the other side of the house. I think because it's 12 and I'm supposed to stop and go like you feed him and do all that stuff. So I'm going to we're probably going to end pretty soon so I can go do that. Let's actually see if we can debug out. Okay, so we can see half height, half width. It knows where that is. Okay, so it knows where that is. That's good. That's good. But why? If you know your halfway, if you know that, then we're going to get our X and a Y. So let's also debug the position of the asteroid that we're creating here. So the first one, we're going to get a whole bunch of asteroids because we have like 15 of them. Yeah, so we have 15 of these here. We had space, and your position is... Huh, okay, so your position is definitely not in the center here. Because my ship position is 0, 0, 0. Okay. And then, let's see, am I giving you a transform to tell you where to go? I thought I was. So you spawn asteroids. I get the position. Okay, spawn asteroid position. Oh, I'm doing that there. Oh, do I need to set the transform to be the position? Why has this been working without that? That feels a little bit weird. I have shape. Because the set position... Okay, and in update positions, that actually just goes through the transform and sets the translation of that. So I suppose we can also add an update positions on here. And so do this after that. Okay, so updated positions after you spawn the asteroids. Now it all makes sense. I mean, but why did it work before? Why were they not all always on the center? Okay, there we go. So now we have our asteroid like this. So that's good. Okay, I've run out of time. Zilby's super upset at me because I need to go feed him lunch. And he's been very patient, very patiently waiting for me to do that. Okay, so what do we have? We have a start screen. We are currently working on get ready. So this is our current one. And then we'll have playing game over, and then also let's not forget the most important one, boss. All right, just as a reminder for myself of what the heck boss means too, because I will probably forget that, even if it's just tomorrow. Although I don't think we're going to get to this until next week, probably. Okay, so I think that's what we have right now. So, that being said, let's see, who's streaming right now. Let's see, doing any kind of dev. Jessica Mack is streaming and doing some game dev. What is she working on? Oh, more shader development for her game. So yeah, let's go ahead and raid. Jessica is the only one doing game dev right now, I think, that I see on my list. So we set up a raid. Is the JS job new? Oh no, it's the same job as before. It's like I'm running on. It's a part-time for me, but it still takes up a lot of time. Like I have to do a little bit every day, essentially. A lot of after hours too with it, which is not fun, but that's the nature of it right now. So, an unfortunate thing. All right, so let me go ahead and set a raid for Jessica Mack. There we go. Raid has been created. Obviously, sorry I can't send you all on YouTube over there, but everybody on Twitch, I hope that we have a great rest of our days. I will be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Mountain Time to continue working on this project. And then I believe we have a code, not necessarily a review, but like a PR review for the game that we've got in. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So with that being said and done, hope that you all have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week if I don't see you tomorrow. And I will see you next time. Bye.